to another evening of Elden Ringing. If you're joining me later, thanks for checking me out on either Twitch rebroadcast or on YouTube, where I have been uploading these videos for posterity. Yeah, it's Tuesday night. I have a rare-ish free evening, a light evening. My microphone might crackle as I adjust it. 1 second. Sorry about that. And decided why not do some streaming. Did some Dead Cells last time I played, and we'll be revisiting that. I had a lot of fun starting a new Dead Cells adventure, and there's some new DLC. But wanted to continue my Elden Ring adventure, and we had been making some progress down in the Sofra River area. So I thought we might continue plumbing the Underdark this evening. Bit of a tougher area, but if we proceed carefully, we should be able to make some progress down here. So, items to be found, enemies to be fought, runes to be gathered, and yeah, lanterns to be activated. Did that guy notice me? I think he's suspicious. So, one of the main enemies in this particular area are these ancestors. And, unfortunately, they're invisible in some areas. They kind of cloak. So, we're going to have to be a little careful, because they also hit like a truck. The good news is, I can pretty much two-shot with my glintstone comet shard. And most of them are going to be trying to attack me close combat, but there are some ranged ones with longbows who might very well be able to actually one-shot me, no lie. Because I am the squishiest of wizards. But this is fine. Nothing we can't recover from. So yeah, we're going to kind of continue our Underdark adventures. We'll use a little bit of stealth. I think I alerted that other guy too. Oh yeah, he's coming. And now he dead. Some dwelling arrows. You can hear the boars running around. I'm pretty sure there's another one here who's going to try to ambush us too, as I recall. So we're going to keep an eye out for him. But I'm pretty sure he tries to appear as soon as we get up towards the... Oop, got stuck on a bush there. A little hitching. So we're gonna do a little sneaky sneak. The boars are a rare... There he is. See, I told you. Dude was gonna come... Oh, sneaky. Tried to get behind the tree. Actually, I think he got stuck behind the tree. I mean... Never let it be said that I didn't take advantage of somebody getting stuck behind a tree. The boars are actually capable of getting aggressive. They will fight you. I think you have to kind of anger them to have them aggro, though. So we're lighting these beacons because they are linked to this temple over here. You can see down yonder. Ooh, a giant crab. That giant crab absolutely can one-shot me, for the record. And if we light them all, it will unlock a boss fight, and that's kind of what we're aiming for here. So we're just going to kind of carefully cruise around, and yeah, see, because these guys, they're going to try to jump out at me. The knives don't do a lot of damage, but they do attack quick. So you do a lot more, like, kind of DPS with them. And they don't take a lot of stamina to use either, which is good when you don't have a lot of stamina, as is the case with me. There are some other sites of grace down here, which we should probably ping at some point, because this is a tough area. Like, make no mistake. I'm probably around as strong as I should be for this area, but a lot of the enemies here hit like a truck. And when you are running on a kind of a low vigor build, being hit by a truck is a good way to end up dead very quickly. So, the good news is, though, this area is so huge that we can mount Torrent here, and that is to our benefit because it means we can move around quickly and we can regain lost ground very quickly too. How am I looking on runes? 82, not too bad. I think there's a site of grace around here. That's actually what I'm looking for. Oh, Blythe. Hey, man. Haven't seen you in a while. Totally forgot he was down here.
Ah. Good to see you. Apologies, mate. But I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me. But I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celibus.
Oh, don't ask
I
Celibus
recall
stuff.
that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something.
He probably does.
Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right?
Got it, buddy. You got it.
Leave this place to me. If either of us...
Right, we've exhausted
reach
his
it,
dialogue
he
here.
gives.
Blythe's a cool dude. He's my bro. I would never willfully do anything to hamper him. So these are spirit wells, and they let you do a super jump. They also let you do a super jump down, which is handy when you want to jump down a large area. What are the chances I die right here? Not impossible. You can see a Crucible Knight over there. Super tough enemies. We don't have to fight him. In fact, I don't think we can fight him from this direction. We're going to take the risky path of exploring this area here. I might port back. Oh, yeah, there was something here, though. So hopefully it was worth the dangerous jumps. Stone Sword Key, not too bad. I mean, those are super useful. They unlock catacombs and treasures. So yeah, that's a Crucible Knight over there. This is actually an area you can teleport to a little later on using the belfries, and that Crucible Knight will give you a fight. Make no mistake. They all do, because they're super tough enemies. If you played the original Dark Souls, they are effectively like the Dark Knights. They kind of fill that same sort of role. Oof, this seems risky. This seems real risky. Oof. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Ooh, tricky platforming. The best. But Torrent seems to be sure-footed in getting us through here. I want to say that I saw a treasure over here. Oh, there it is. I want to get it. Do a little jump down. Anything over this way? Just while we're over here, we'll take a look. Nah, it doesn't look like anything's over here. Come back over yonder. Grab whatever this guy has on him. We got some more dwelling arrows. Not great, not terrible. All right, now we need to go back up, though. We're not going to use the... Oh, dear. Not what I intended to do. Oof. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Hello. Yeah, that's what I thought. This is not a problem. We can easily get back here and get our runes. I'm not too concerned. But tricky jumps are tricky. I was trying not to use the spirit well, actually. Oop, I'm standing on the side of Grace, so Torrent's not. There we go. Yeah, I was trying actively not to jump up there. We want to avoid those bubbles. They actually shoot lightning, and it's not great. They can hit a fairly large area, and the damage they do is not insignificant. They're one shot, though. They'll expend themselves to do it, and then they'll just kind of disappear. But if we can avoid setting one off, I mean, we should avoid setting one off. What are the chances there's a giant crab about to pop out there? Not zero, that's for sure. My runes should be back up here. Yeah, there we go. Where did they go? Where are my runes? Oh, they appeared down there. Okay. Alright, we want to try to not use the spirit well this time, so we're going to just kind of sneak around this way. There, see, that was much better. 82. Pretty far off from a level, I want to say. 15. I don't like walking around laden with runes if I can help it. I see that guy. I'd rather spend them, especially if I'm exploring a new area. The moment I have an opportunity to spend them, I'll generally try to. So we're going to kind of sneak around. We're going to try not to aggro anything. Just very casually make our way through, because I'm sure there's a site of grace coming up soon. And I'd like to ping it if I can help it. Got a giant crab down there. Definitely don't want to fight. There it is. I can see it up ahead. So we're just going to kind of bolt over there. Grab the site of grace. I think yeah, that giant crab thinks he's going to come get me. But, in fact, we're going to reset the area. And now we don't have to worry about that. Got a little notification popping up in the corner that my good friend Devin is playing some Civ. Big fan of that. He loves the Civ. He is much better at than me at Civ as well. I still play on Chieftain. I like strategy games, you know, but I'm just kind of rubbish at them. That's maybe being a little unfair on myself. I'm okay at them. It depends on the strategy game. I've had some success with some of them, but Civ is just one that I've never been good at enough that I can really get up to like a super high level. I think that guy thought he was going to try to get me because he assumed I was coming up the other way, but I tricked him. And now he's dead, so light another one of these fires. Oh, another one just popped up over there too. We'll grab the Trina's Lily. That's a rare crafting material. At least rare in this area. Thanks for joining in and watching, by the way. Feel free to comment in the chat. I do keep an eye on it. And it's nice to just have someone to talk to while I play. Right, so kind of the next area I'd like to go is in fact over there, up onto that scaffolding. So that's going to involve kind of avoiding some crabs here. I'd rather not fight them if I don't have to, just because they are tough, shockingly fast at times, and yeah, they will kill me. Can pretty effectively do that without much trouble. So we'll head up into this shack here. I want to say that there's some items around here. Just kind of doing a little... there's a land octopus over there. We're not going to worry about that either. There are some... you can tell just by that guy jumping around that there are some of these ancestor guys here. So we're going to be very careful. Because generally speaking, if I don't get into close quarters combat with them, the better. Yeah. See? They hit hard, and they have a lot of reach. Cast just a little faster than he hits. I was anticipating that guy, too. I kind of remembered he was up there, and he still just about got me. Have a lot more poise than I was hoping for. I thought I might be able to stagger him and get a crit in. It's okay. We're doing okay. I will pop a flask here just to top off. We'll grab a cerulean flask, too. I don't know that there's too many more enemies in the direction that we're going, but, you know, better safe than sorry, right? Do a little jump down here. We'll follow that ghost, basically. We're going in the same direction. I don't think there's any more of those guys around, but you never know. We'll be a little cautious here. Grab a golden rune 3 from that guy. Where are we at? 88. These guys aren't dropping a lot of runes. What does the guy have to say? Try down. Yeah. All right. Actually, he's probably right. I think there's something down there. On this upper level. Yeah, there is. Let's grab that. Smithing stone 3. Not terrible. And of course, we don't have to fight the guys on the way back up. So that's a pretty easy shift to make. Whoop. How'd that guy die? Oh, he must have gotten hit by the dude on the way up. Same with this guy. He probably got ambushed. God, it would suck if that was the same guy. I'd feel bad for him. But as they say, that's Dark Souls, baby. Come around this way. Head up over here. Just going to double check there's nothing over here. I don't think there is. There's not. Pop up this way. Well done, merchant ahead. Yes, agreed. There is indeed a merchant ahead. A couple more land octopuses down there. I think we do have to go into that area to light another one of those beacons. We'll check it out in a minute. Nobody else in here. And here we have another merchant. A merchant who's actually a little out of the way. Like, he's not even near really a site of grace. A lot of the merchants are, just to make it easy so that you can get around to them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a customer.
You can kill all these merchants and get their bell bearings and then just consolidate them all at the Twin Maiden Husks at Round Table Hold. I feel bad doing that. That seems like a really evil act, especially because these are persecuted people. There's a reason why they're all hiding out in isolated areas. And I'm not a total jerk, so... This guy sells a lot of good stuff, too, for a guy who's so isolated. Soap is actually a pretty useful consumable. Nascent butterflies, great crafting material. 3 stone sword keys is good. Larval tier, amazing, because that helps you respec. The Nomadic Warriors cookbooks are also very important. In particular, I think you need the Nomadic Warrior Cookbook 17 to make the oil pot to advance an NPC quest line down the road. So we're just going to grab that. We'll hold off on the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 18 at the moment because it is very expensive, and I do want to save up some of my runes to gain a level. The Shotel is pretty good. If you're doing a dex build, I should say it's pretty good because it does do D-dex scaling. You can apply your own Ash of War to it. Not bad. He sells dwelling arrows as well, so those are pretty good because they do magic damage. 95 magic damage. Magic arrows. And there are things that are weak to them.
Goodbye. Till next time.
Yeah. I'll be back because I want that other cookbook. So we've got some Miranda flowers down there. He's actually going to try to attack me from here. And I don't see why we shouldn't just... Didn't get off a good shot. Oh, I missed. They give off a lot of poison. And they're actually pretty magic resistant. Because they are magic flowers. How does my Comet Shark do? Not too great. The main reason he didn't kill me with that attack, by the way, is because I'm also pretty magic resistant. I'm actually expending a lot of resources trying to kill this thing, but what the heck, right? Oh, I think I killed one of the little ones. He's going to do another poison attack. I'm out of the reach of that, and he also can't smash me, but that magic attack, though. It's fine. We're going to hit the Site of Grace again. He dropped a lot of runes, too. So I'm not too worried about using the resources here. I was kind of hoping it would get that other one, too. We'll re-equip... Oh, I went by it. Loretta's crossbow. We'll pop another one of these. The crossbow... Or, sorry, the great bow, I should say. Actually has a lot of range on it. As magic spells go, and it charges to do extra damage, so it's actually pretty useful. And I mean, as we get more powerful, naturally, it will get better. I can't quite target that guy. That little brazier's in the way. That's fine. We can take care of them back there. We can pretty much one-shot them with our regular spells, so that's good. There are quite a few of them down here. These guys also spew magic. This is not great. It's a Miranda powder. That's actually a pretty rare crafting item. Oh, I could have summoned down here, too. Smithing Stone 4. But, I mean, easy enough to just attack them with magic. That's kind of my MO with this build, so... we're going to hop on Torrent as well. Just so we can kind of swiftly move out of this area, because, again, there are all these land octopuses, and the great land octopuses, they tough. Definitely aggroed them because I can hear some ominous music. Let's pop through and grab a couple of the things around here. That Golden Rune 4 is particularly valuable. What do you think? Can I think I can grab that without dying? Gold Pickled Foulfoot? Yep. Hope that guy doesn't go off. Nope, had enough room there. And we'll just circle back to the Site of Grace. If I can remember where the Site of Grace is. Uh-oh. There it is. Just a little turnaround. Some turtles there. Good dogs. Being good. And we'll pop the Site of Grace again. Where are we at? Not very far from where we were, honestly. Alright, so I did notice that there is another steel over there. We will have to deal with these bubbles. They are problematic and untargetable, unfortunately. I see this guy. I see these guys, actually. Wondering if I should deal with them. I mean, probably, right? Alright, we're gonna... Yeah. See, I warned you, they shoot magic. They shoot lightning all over the place. Good news is I managed to outrun them. That's the benefit. If you put space between them, they probably won't hit you. I was kind of hoping I could target them and just blast them, but alas, it was not to be. Alright, so what is that? 4? 4 of them now, I think? Maybe 5? I don't remember off the top of my head how many there are. If there's 6 or 8. I want to say there's probably 8 of them. So this area is going to get a little tougher now. Okay, something died randomly. I'll take it. Because there's more of these ancestors lurking around in this wooded area. And they are armed with bows, and they will try to shoot me. Oh, no, they're worshipping. Okay. The first group of them appears to have their backs turned to me, which means I might be able to pick them off one by one. This is a good thing. Switch back to the comet chart. It's a little more expensive, but it can 2-hit them. I prefer to be 2-hitting them. Ooh, fur leggings. I mean, we're in a relatively safe location. We'll check that out. The ancestral followers keep their distance from the Erd tree, awaiting new buds. They are certain to sprout from their very flesh and indeed their souls. Yeah, these guys are kind of in tune with nature in a way that sort of predates the Erd tree. They don't really truck with it, which is why they kind of stay down here. We'll circle back around, grab some more of this dew-kissed herba. Nothing wrong with a little herba. Grab a smithing stone too. Now I do see the scarab over there. The problem is, I think there's dudes around, so I want to be careful. We'll do a ranged attack on it. Once again, the great bow has incredible range and does charge. We one-shotted it too. Ash of War square off. Probably not something that we'll use, but good to collect anyway. There's a little portal earlier on in the area that pops out over here, actually. So you can kind of quickly cross the area. This is the next area we need to get into, and this area is a little tougher. There's 2 of these steels here that we need to light up. They are well guarded, and there are enemies with bows. But there is a trick to this. If we can rush through, there's a site of grace on the other side, and then they're all kind of facing this way. So if you can hit that site of grace, it resets all of them, and it puts you in a position where you can kind of sneak back and start whittling them off on the way back. And that's kind of the play here. That's what we're essentially going to be doing. Especially because if they do hit me with an arrow, I might die. If you think their physical attacks are tough, oh boy. Their ranged attacks are much worse. There's also rats in this area. Rats are just generally bad. They're shockingly tough. Oh, I think we managed to circle around the worst of them. I definitely aggroed something, because I can hear the kind of like battle music. There's the site of grace. We're just going to grab it immediately. Yeah, I think I aggroed some rats that are kind of lurking around. And we'll use the site of grace. Still pretty far off. I might have enough golden runes that I could just pop myself up, but I feel like we'll get there naturally. So, first things first, while we're here, before we head back and grab those steels, and we will, that's going to be one of the things we do. Let's head up this way first. Grab the clarifying horn charm. We'll check that out in just a moment. Visions of bravery, time for key. Yeah. Praise the night. It is a beautiful view, and for the record, that is the Citadel of Blood up there. That is a later game area. You cannot reach it from here. You can reach it though. There's actually kind of two ways to get to it. One way which will allow you to get to it fairly early, and another way which does not, basically. So we'll use Stone Sword Key here. 2 of them, in fact. Some of the Stone Sword idols do require 2. Actually, just going to quickly double check how many I have. I still have 2, so we're good. And then we're going to use this elevator. Don't worry, we're coming back to do more exploring in the Underdark, but first things first. Wearing my Burger King mask. Still. Remains a long elevator ride, but we went down in Limgrave and we came up in Caelid. In fact, the area pops us up over here. So yeah, it's a fairly long area. It leads from the Sulphur Well all the way over here to an area in Caelid. Now, we're not going to deal with this area right now. It leads over to the Colosseum and the Great Jar, who will challenge you to fight some of its champions. As I understand it, they're kind of like randomly generated NPCs who... there's a rune bear over there, too. We're definitely not going that way. Who are based on, like, it grabs other players' like, builds and just creates an NPC fight. And you have to take on 3 of them in a row in order to get the treasure of the Great Jar, which is great, actually. It's a great talisman. But I'm not feeling that I'm necessarily up to the challenge right now. But I did want to grab this so that I can just port back later on without too much trouble. So now we're going to head back down to the Underdark. Sometimes you grab a site of grace that you're going to be coming back to later, because it saves you having to truck it back through the Underdark again. The elevator ride on this side, not quite as long as the elevator ride on the other side. That's Nokron, the Eternal City. That is also a bit of a later game area. We will be getting to there at some point. You can get a little bit across over yonder, and there is a little bit of stuff to find down there, but overall, you're not going to get up there until pretty much later in the game. Specifically, for the record, there's a boss fight up there. Like right up in that cavern that I'm looking at, that's a boss fight. And there's some pretty cool stuff up there. Some great equipment. Speaking of great equipment, we did find a talisman. We might as well take a look at it real quick. We got the clarifying horn charm. It raises focus. Focus, of course, is one of your resistances. So let me see if I remember what they do. Immunity is to poison and rot, I want to say. Robustness is bleed and frostbite. Focus is madness. And vitality is death blight, I believe. And it's a not insignificant bonus to your focus. Oh, sleep in madness. It actually even says to sleep in madness. Sleep is a pretty rare status ailment in this game. There are a couple enemies who do it, and there are a lot of enemies who are actually pretty vulnerable to it. Said to be a budding horn, the ancestral followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. Very cool. Neat little bit of lore about the ancestral followers here. I should pretty safely be able to just kind of hop down over here. I think I saw something over this way. A little kind of campsite here. And, importantly, some Ghost Glovewort 3. Very good, because I do want to continue upgrading my Exiled Knight. Because he's my tank. Smelted mushrooms. Over this way, and over here there is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright. A lot of people died on their way over here. Not surprising. Again, not exactly an easy area. I need to replenish my magic flasks, so we're going to actually stop at that site of grace. And, yeah. Now we can kind of carefully pick our way through here. And deal with some of these archers. So the archers are really the real threat here. And we are definitely going to deal with them in the manner in which they deserve. Which is to say with extreme prejudice. I don't want those guys to wander back right away. There's also rats in these here woods. And that is also problematic. The last thing you want is to be dealing with rats and have people shooting bows at you. I think that's both of the archers. I don't believe there's another one in this area. But we do have to kind of carefully pick our way over to the steels now. You can actually see over there, if we take a look, there's a giant rat and some of the ancestral followers. That's going to be a problem. Oh, these guys are coming back. I should make myself scarce for a moment here. Let's kind of carefully pick our way back. Is that just one of them? No, that's two of them. They're walking single file to hide their numbers. Like the Tuscan Raiders. I don't actually want to pop the Site of Grace again because I don't want those two archers to come back. I just kind of want these guys to go away. They've kind of separated themselves. I might actually be able to pick them off one by one. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Divide and conquer. Just kind of sneak around here. Oh, he dropped something. I kind of want to go get that, but I'm worried about that other guy coming back. All right, let's do a quick run in. If that other guy comes back, we'll just shoot him with magic. Some more dwelling arrows and a budding horn, actually. Not the most common of crafting materials. Oh, this guy saw me. Oh, and a rat. Oh, God. The rat's the problem. Oh, God, there's more than one rat. They're everywhere. They're coming out of the walls. All right, we're gonna put some distance between ourselves and the rats, so that I can drink a potion. Using the glintstone shard here because it's a little faster on the cast. Don't need to worry about charging it, and it's still 2 shots. It actually takes a little bit less in the way of magic as well. I did say the forest was full of rats. Alright, we've got more rats to deal with, unfortunately. Got another potion real quick, just because I want to be topped off. Is that rat aware of me? I feel like that rat's aware of me. Yeah, he's coming this way. Alright, sir. Ooh, I one-shotted that one. Why was that one different? Oh, and because I beat them as a group, they replenished my flasks. Perfect. Just for that, we're gonna pop a flask there real quick. All right, I don't think I have to worry about any more coming at me from behind. Now I just need to worry about the ones coming at me from the front. The ancestral followers seem to be largely ignoring me there, and that's fine. Does it feel like they're kind of worshipping up at the at Moog's palace there? That seems like a terrible idea. You guys don't want to be worshipping that guy. That is for sure. All right, I'm going to say that we're having some success in this area, at risk of totally jinxing it. Now we just kind of need to deal with that one over there. And that one's a little bit trickier because it's got the giant rat and some ancestral followers. But we're going to do it because we got to do it. We're going to kind of carefully pick our way over. Mostly because I'm not 100% certain there aren't more rats in the wings here. Whoop, whoop. Hitching a little. So there's a bunch of little rats and there's a big one, and I'm fairly confident as soon as I hit one of those little rats, the big one's going to come right at me. Yep. What did I say? Big rats have shocking speed. They can cover a lot of ground real fast. They also drop quite a lot of runes, though. So, no complaints there. The Great Glintstone Shard's a little bit cheaper, so we're going to use that just to finish off these last couple rats here. And now we just need to deal with these two guys. We'll grab another Flask of Cerulean Tears here just to top off. And we can pretty confidently two-shot these guys, so not too concerned. So they dropped some Thin Beast Bones and some Thin Beast Bones. And that might be the last of the steals. I will have to double-check. I might have missed one earlier on. That's definitely the only ones that are over this way. I did mention we can get across and grab a couple treasures. And, I mean, there's no reason not to do that. Oh, excuse me. I was trying not to cough directly into the microphone. I apologize for that. I may have bumped it and caused it to crackle, too, there. As I recall, there's no enemies over here. It's just a kind of precarious location. Some goats. I mean, you're going to find goats. Goats are going to goat. Incredibly precious golden seed. Required for improving our flask. Grab the melted mushroom. What do these guys have to say? Yeah, I think there's a stone sword key or something ahead, but it's some tricky jumping. Yeah, Visions of Archer is a reference to Dark Souls 1. We will need Torrent to make that jump, yeah. And then we're just going to kind of immediately get off Torrent, because he's going to be making it a little trickier to get around here. And we're just going to very carefully pick our way through. Grab us the Stone Sword Key, which, again, they are valuable. And you know what? That's kind of the last treasure in this area. if I'm honest. So I think rather than try a precarious platform trip back, we're just going to port back to the Sofra River. Save ourselves some trouble and the risk of dropping all those runes we got. So we're at 10,000 runes. We need 15 to level, and we're kind of on the cusp of a boss here. So I think, see what we can do. What have we got? Golden Rune 4. How much is that? I mean, that's 1,200 right there. And we got a couple of those. Got quite a few of those. So we can top ourselves off here. And do a level up. What's a 3? We're pretty close. That'll do it. Let's gain a level. So I've been kind of bouncing back. Another point of vigor would put us over 600. And I do need the health. A vigor at least 20 for the time being would be good. I do need the int, though. I need all the int. It increases my magic power. It gives me access to higher level spells. There's some great spells that require 40, 50 int. I mean, Dex is good too. I might not be married to Reduvia the entire game. There's some good Dex weapons that work well with a caster build. A little bit more endurance might be good at some point too. Definitely more mind to increase my FP, so I can cast more spells. So I mean, there's a couple things. The biggest priorities at the moment are probably vigor and intelligence. I can increase my casting power with upgrading my wand as well, or my staff. So, I mean, that's fine. The only real way to get more health is to increase your vigor, and this would put me over 600. I think the short-term goal then, my next 2 levels, I'm going to up my vigor to 20, and that'll be my, like, cap for a little bit, and then I'll start pumping more into my intelligence. Because vigor is important for survivability. I mean, if you're real good, I mean, go tune into Lobos Jr. Watch him do a soul level 1 run of the entire game. And see how someone can execute without getting hit, basically. I am not that person. I would say a journeyman Souls-like player, but definitely not an expert. Definitely not that good. Maybe in my prime I was that good, but not anymore. Yeah, so we missed 2 steals, is what we basically discovered here. Came up this way. There are indeed 8 of them, and we missed 2 of them along the way. So we're going to have to double back and take a look for them. But this is fine. They're probably somewhere around the middle, and I just kind of overlooked them. So we're just going to have to be a little careful. Watch out for some ancestor spirits, or some of the ancestor worshippers, or watchers, whatever they're called. Blythe was up there. He's still hanging out. Chilling. Killing. Illin. Got some of the ancestor guys over here. I actually just aggroed one of them. He noticed me. Yeah, I see it. The guy over here. Did I get that one? I didn't. Okay, so here's one of them. Got this one in the middle here. Still using our Comet Shard. Didn't even know what hit him. I think I saw 3 of them up here. He's going to try to shoot me with his bow. He is not going to get off the shot. Just one other guy over here. No, I don't want to kill the elk. Perhaps deer. Hard to say. Alright. Just do a little sneaky sneak just in case. Never know when another one's going to pop open. Alright. Should be good. Light the flame. All right, that's one. So that leaves us with one. And the question is, where did we miss it? Let's take a look at our map real quick. That is not as helpful as I thought it would be. I'm pretty sure we ducked back there. We'll do another little quick sweep. No harm in it. Yeah, because there was that one guy who kind of jumped at us over here. So we definitely went up that way. I do remember that. We grabbed the steel over toward the entrance. I see you. This is that little portal I was talking about, by the way, that kind of ports you back. You know what? Maybe there's one up this way. Didn't come up this way. A couple guys up here. We'll take them out real quick. Shooting a man in the back with magic is probably neither chivalrous nor sporting, but you know what? I'm much squishier than these guys. And what has my motto been through this run? Fight smarter, not harder. My warrior would just go in with his Zweihander and absolutely knock their heads about. But I am not a warrior. I am a wizard. And my first and foremost weapon is my int. So I should be acting like it. Now I want to say there might be a couple more of them up here, so that's why I'm taking my time and kind of coming up a little slower. Just in case. Arteria leaf. Keep our head on a swivel here. An inverted hawk heater shield as well. Yeah, nothing else seems to be showing up, so we'll take a look at that shield. Easier to handle than a kite shield, the inverted hawk is the emblem of the company of slaves ordered to explore the Eternal City. Indeed, we will find out what happened to those slaves later on, actually. Spoiler alert, it's not good. Second spoiler alert, it could be worse. It's not clear exactly who ordered those slaves down. If it was the Golden Order, if it was one of the other demigods, or if it was the Academy of Raya Lucaria. My impression is that it was the Academy of Raya Lucaria. It seems like they would be in particular very interested in Nokron, and they're very interested in artificial life. And as we will eventually learn, that's also something that Nokron was, at the very least, let's call it aware of. And may have been doing their own experimentation in. Did I? No, I went up that way. I do remember going up that way. There's the giant crab. The missing steel must be close by. It can't be too far. We'll head up this way. I didn't actually fight the dudes in this little copse over here. We can definitely see them. In fact, they can definitely see me too, because they are all aggroed right now. Ah, see? One of them got me with the bow. What did I say? Actually did a lot less damage than I thought. I shouldn't be surprised, I suppose, because of course they are shooting magic arrows. I might not have the range on this guy. I don't. Definitely had the range that time. Anyway, what's the point of them shooting magic arrows? Again, I'm wearing wizard robes. I have a high magic defense, so it shouldn't surprise me that arrows that were absolutely wrecking my warrior are actually not doing too bad against me. Oh, there's a treasure down there. We're going to go and check that out in a minute. Okay, so we kind of avoided this area last time because those guys were a little intimidating. And I'm beginning to think that maybe, just maybe, this is where that other steel is. In the area that I did not go to. I can definitely see another couple dudes over here. Uh-oh. Totally whiffed on that guy. Just make sure there's nobody around the corner waiting to attack me. That guy's going to get stuck in a tree, and we are going to absolutely take advantage of it. Waste the rest of our magic, too. Waste, not the correct word. Expend. It definitely wasn't a waste of magic. Alright, so what's up in these here trees that we maybe missed last time? Oh, you know what? I see something up there, and I'm thinking it's probably what we're looking for. So we're going to kind of carefully pick our way through. Yeah, because sure enough, there's a bunch of dudes over there. And one right there who actually just about got the jump on me. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to back off. Ooh, he's fast. My goodness. All right, this is why we're carefully picking our way through. Oh, there's a whole little caravan of them heading up there. Heading up there. Must be getting late. Getting a little tongue-tied. We'll circle around. There's no harm in being cautious. Got a whole herd of goats with them. Because I suspect that is absolutely the last steel we needed. I suspect they will probably turn around and head back. And when they do, that will be our moment to strike. We're going to hide in a bush. Sure enough, there they go, heading back. Oh. Oh. Mr. Guy here. With his bow, no less. These guys have a pretty significant aggro range, actually. I will grant to them that that is the case. This guy decided to keep his distance. He'll pay for that. That was the last of those two because we got... Oh, that guy scared me. That ghost coming up behind me actually spooked me. I was like, oh god, there was another. And just as I was saying, oh, that should be the last of them. There we go. That was the last of the steels. Power gathers somewhere near. And we know where that is. So let's head back to the temple. Cleared out all the enemies over this way, so I'm not too concerned. 2,900 runes. Not too bad. Not too worried about losing that. We'll do a little hop down here. Looks like we can get back up, not a problem. Precious item ahead, it says. Well, let's see. Ooh, it is a rare item. You can tell because it's got a little purple smoke coming out of it. Ooh, the horn bow. What does that do? Where's my bows? Where's my bows? There we go. I've only got the one. That's why I skipped by it. Longbow made from animal horn wielded by the master hunters of the ancestral followers. Imbues arrows fired with magic damage. It makes magic arrows. That's amazing. Reveals its true worth when using magic-infused arrows. So it's actually even more powerful when using magic arrows. Comes with the mighty shot skill. Archery skill performed from an oblique stance. Interesting. Got to work on those obliques there. Ready the bow, then pull the bowstring to its limit to enhance the power of the shot. Okay, so you can do a super shot basically the same way that I was. I suppose there's something around there. Oh, there is. Trixie. Hid something around the corner there. Golden Rune 6, no less. Basically, what I'm doing with my Carrion Greatbow, Loretta's Greatbow there. Ooh. Grab a little Trina Lily. Nothing wrong with that. And we'll go hit the Site of Grace real quick. Just so we're fully topped up before we go into the boss fight here. I thought that was a Grave Glovewort. It is not. It is a Melted Mushroom. Rest up at the Site of Grace. Don't think there's anything I need to change to deal with the boss fight. I'm pretty confident in my build. And we are, of course, going to have a tank with us, so... And you'll notice here in the Hallowhorn grounds, the corpse is now imbued with ghostly power. So let's prepare ourselves here. We'll grab our Flask of Wondrous Physic, and we'll prepare Banished Knight Engvall for summoning. I suppose I could have done it in here. No matter, it's fine. Don't know why I'm getting a notification of how to use a bow right now. That's interesting play, game. Thank you. I appreciate it, I guess. Do I have the range on it? I do not. Don't know how effective Engvall is going to be against it, but ideally, all he needs to do is draw some aggro. There we go. Yep. Draw his ire. So I can get off a couple comets, which are actually very effective against it. Oop. It's coming. It's coming for me. Engvall, I could use you, sir. The music in this boss fight is just delightful. It's so peaceful. It really gives the impression of like a majestic ancient creature. Engvall, you missed, my dude. Ooh. Okay, I need to get a little space here. Engvall, if you could draw a little bit of aggro. Oh, I used the wrong flask. Engvall's actually not being as effective as I was kind of hoping. He's having trouble actually hitting, and he's taking a heckin' amount of damage. And the good news is, I am dishing out a tremendous amount of damage too. Oh, I got caught by that one just a little. But I still had my freebie on, so... And we got it. Engvall even survived the fight, despite taking an absolute licking. And we got the Ancestral Follower Ashes from that, so... A new friend. Take a quick look. That's a fun boss fight. The Ancestral Follower Ashes, used to summon the spirit of an Ancestral Follower. A spirit of the horned folk who eschew letters and metalworking, brawny and versed in distinctive spiritual arts. This particular tribesman wields a heavy bow. I believe he does magic damage, too. If I'm not mistaken, he does shoot the magic arrows, so... Oh, of course, I can't use torrent in this place. I don't know what I was thinking there. Just an absolutely huge area. And I know, kind of sadly, that a lot of bones and stuff in this area. Praise the Tarnish. Sure, okay, yeah. Behold, safety. Yes, absolutely. We'll give those people some free heals. This will port us back to the Hallow Horn grounds, and yeah, we can go back in, but the boss is, of course, defeated. So he dropped quite a lot of runes, actually, too. We might have enough just for another level right now. Pretty darn close. Yeah, we're just a little shy. Let's It's probably more than I needed. Yeah, much more, but that's okay. We'll just go and immediately pop another level, and that'll bring us up to that Vigor 20. And then I can work on my int. Work on my int a bit more. Grab the Site of Grace. Been playing about an hour so far. Might go another half hour or so. Probably not a long stream tonight, but make a little bit of progress. A little bit of progress is good progress. There we go. And the good news is, having defeated the Hollowhorn there, boss, the Ancestral Spirit, we've pretty much cleared the starting area of the Sopher River Valley. So, obviously, the Eternal City, Nokron, is up in the upper level, but it's a later area. So we've kind of cleared the Underdark. We've done our Underdark adventure. And we can kind of move on a little bit. So the question is, where do we go from here? We could make some progress in Caelid, almost certainly. We could make a little bit more progress up in the Altus Plateau. There are still some areas down here in Liurnia that we haven't dealt with. Including some caves, as a matter of fact. There's definitely one there. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll come back over here. We'll, oh, I should mark off, actually, that I have defeated that boss, so I don't forget. And we'll make a quick, trip back to Round Table Hold, because I might have materials enough to do a little bit of improvement here. So, come visit our friends.
Greetings. Are you here for Spit? I need to warn you about something.
Oh, what do you need to warn me about?
A little while ago, someone started lurking in the wing on the opposite side of the round table.
Yeah, that's the
And
Dung
I
Eater.
can hear, from all the way over there, the howling and wailing of spirits in fear of a curse.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
I can even hear the repulsive, twisted malice in itself. A plethora of spirits in an unceasing cacophony. I can't even imagine. How much suffering inflicted to who knows how many souls. Not even the grafting caused anything like this to happen. You should keep your distance. I know you're strong, but please.
He's a bad man. Engval, we do have the Ghost Glovewort necessary to upgrade him to +3. However, we don't have enough runes. That's okay. We can definitely pop some
Where
runes.
have you been hiding? I took you no matter if they out your arms.
Yes, of course. So much cheaper at this moment to increase our staff. It increases our sorcery scaling a little bit. I don't have a Somber Smithing Stone 5, but I've got a lot of Smithing Stone 3. So I think we take this right up to 10. We take this right up to level 10. Obviously, there will be better... Regular Smithing Stones are not too hard to find. There will be some better staves we're going to find, but the Academy one's pretty good for right now. I could sell these. You can sell these to merchants and to Hugh for the exact same amount that you can pop them for. I could have just sold them, but whatever. It's fine. These were worth quite a bit, as I recall. Yep. Let's say that upgrading Engval cost about $3,000. So we will... Is it 39 or so? So we'll use 2 of those. And that takes us right around where we want to be. Starlight shards. Used to gradually recover FP. You can pop a Starlight shard to give yourself a little bit of FP regen. Do not do that. Do not expend your Starlight shards. They are actually currency that can be used later in the game to purchase basically some more Spirit Ashes, essentially. And they are a rare item that is only found in certain areas and does not replenish itself. So if you use them as an item, you will waste them. Oh, it was 34. I thought it was 39. Even so, we'll get Engval up to level 3. We need a Ghost Glove Ward 4 now to upgrade him to level 4. Engval's doing okay. He's, as I understand it, certainly not the strongest summon in the game, but, I mean, as tanks go, he's doing the trick for the most part. Got anything new to say?
No. How could I say that? Father has always... And now...
We are definitely not giving her Saluvius's potion, because we're not idiots. We will be able to go through that door later. Certain areas in the Round Table Hold open up as you go. We haven't spoken to Fia in a while.
Again. Would you like me to hold you once more?
Yes, we will accept.
Now,
we will accept a
come
hug.
closer.
We will accept a hug at this time. Put our hard stone Burger King helmet into her soft
You
bosom.
are so very warm.
Get the Baldachin's blessing. We'll pop that really quick. And she has a favor to ask.
My dear, might I ask something of you?
Sure.
Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them?
A weathered dagger.
A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. So I would like for the original owner to have it back, if you wouldn't mind. I'd like you to find the owner of the dagger I gave you and return it to them. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. Then good day to you, my dear.
Now, you'll note that I now have a red status ailment at the top. She actually reduces your health when she hugs you. It is temporary-ish. It will remain so long as you have the Baldachin's Blessing in your inventory. The good news is, we can just use it. And boom, that's gone. The Blessing also does... Well, it is still there. It will stay there until the Blessing wears out. And the Blessing does increase your poise, actually. So it can be very handy in a pinch, especially against bosses that do a tremendous amount of poise damage, or if you're shielding yourself. And you'll note that now my status ailment has gone away. So I don't really need the Baldachin's Blessing at the moment, so I'm just using it. It's fine. Now, who could that dagger belong to? Let's take a look at it real quick. It'll be a key item. Dagger received from Fia, the deathbed companion. She wishes for it to be returned to its rightful owner. It was once a special weapon of gold and silver intertwined, but is now worn down and marred by a black gash. Gold and silver intertwined. I wonder who it could belong to.
Hello there. What can I do for you? Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger? Well, that hardly matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work bringing this to me.
This will be one of your last chances for a while to buy incantations from D. So if you are doing kind of like a paladin build, like a faith strength build, Litany of the Proper Death, which deals holy damage, which actually, for the record, very useful against Royal Revenants. Healing as well, interestingly enough. If you have a heal spell, devastating against those who live in death, including Royal Revenants, who are the worst enemy in the game. And Order's Blade also imbues your power, your sword with holy damage. This would be the time to buy those. We're not, because we're not doing a faith build. We have no reason to purchase them.
Did you need something?
But if you were, this would be the good time to do that. Check on Sorcier Rogier. He's still going strong.
Good to see you safe. So, what do you need? Maybe I should tell you. Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
I am. Roger sells some good magic damage, Ashes of War. Ash of War Glintstone, Pebble, Ash of War Carrying Greatsword, Ash of War Spinning Weapon. Decent if you're doing like kind of like a Magic Warrior build. So like int strength or more int dex than me. I mean, he gives you his rapier +8 at one point, which is in itself a good one. A good weapon with some int scaling on it. And these are decent Ashes of War, actually. I'm not really a Magic Warrior. I'm more of a straight wizard. I'm actually wondering if we should jump down there now. If maybe we're tough enough. Let's,
Did you need something
No,
else?
I wasn't talking to you, D. Sorry. I was going to actually top up here at the table. What do we got? 600 runes? That's nothing. That's nothing. I think we can risk it. You'll note all of the bloodstains down here. So let's see what we got going here. Oh, Mad Tongue's already popped out. We'll give ourselves a free hit. He's taking a bow. So we got the reverential bow. Now he's coming straight for us. He's doing frostbite damage on us. And he hits like a truck and does bleed damage as well. But you know what? We do bleed damage too. Now, in fairness, we also did just heal. Whoa! Oof. So I'm definitely strong enough to weather his attacks. That's good to note. He has quite a lot of reach on that. He's actually a really tough NPC, Invasion. And I wasn't certain I was going to be able to beat him. I'm actually impressed I did as well against him as I did. I don't know, do we give him one more try? He's kind of a pain in the butt. I mean, we do want to beat him at some point. What could we do here? I'm going to try Meteorite. I think it does poise damage. We'll give ourselves that free hit again. I'm not too worried about the runes. If I lose them, I lose them. It's not a big deal. It's 600 of them. It's not that big a deal. Pushed the wrong button. Nope. Nope. I want to say that that might have been a little bit of input reading. Oh, no. I think he was doing a little input reading there because he closed the distance as soon as I hit the button to start casting there. So I think he might have been cheating a little bit. That cheeky bastard. Hitting him with that first meteor actually knocked him down. Because a lot of the gravity spells do a heckin' amount of poise damage. And I mean, Mad Tongue here can't have that much poise. Oh, he got me. The reach on that scythe is not insignificant. Yep, he's punishing me for trying to heal. Oh, no, no. There we got him. I ran out of stamina just as I was trying to get in that last one. So he drops the Taunter's Tongue. And now, importantly, we can also kind of explore down here. So, also, I made net runes on beating him. So losing the 600 was not a big deal. What does the Taunter's Tongue do? Lures in invaders. This allows your world to be invaded without any furled finger cooperators present, also shortens the interval between windows of opportunity for invasion. And a second invader can join when you do have a cooperator. So if you do like the PvP, and I mean, I'm not super keen on it. If I can avoid it, I do. That is a way to do a little more PvP. Have a little fight club. We can now explore down here. pretty safely because he's dead. And that does give us access to the Cipher Pada. So that is a claw, basically, a fist weapon. If you're looking for a pugilist build, that is a faith build because it is a pure faith weapon. Pure holy damage, 100%. And it has an unblockable super attack, so no shields can repel it. One of the weapons originating from the two fingers, a formless sequence of ciphers comprise its blade, and as such no shield can repel it. It deals holy damage. The furtive inscription appears to hang in the air, the language of light spoken by the two fingers. A very cool weapon if you're looking to do like a faith build and you're okay with doing like punchy punches. It's pretty good. There'll be 0 runes in there. Because I died. Ooh, what does this guy have to say? Yes. Therefore, try critical hit. Yes, we will return to the entrance. There's no way back up onto the balcony. Except to port back, so... Oh, no. Poor Sorcier Rogier. He's not doing too good. Also, you'll note D has disappeared now. As I said, that was kind of your last chance to buy from him for a while. Also, Fia appears to be gone. What's up with that? And this door is suddenly open. Bloody murder has happened.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Fia, deathbed companion, hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting, to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
Spooky. So, we do have D's bell bearing now, so we can buy that stuff. We also get the entire twinned armor set. You can use that, but it will come in handy later. Looks cool, though. I'll grant that. But poor old D is dead. That guy got murked by Fia the Deathbed Companion. Sorcier Rogier is not doing too good. The other inhabitants of the hold have mostly taken off. Like, things are not going well around here. Round Table Hold's getting pretty sparse, I must say. We could go talk to the two fingers. We don't really need to at the moment. That'll be handy later on. We will come and check in on Gideon over here.
Journey to the capital, then. The two fingers will deny you may be our...
Yes, you've already told us about that. He'll tell you a little bit about all of the demigods. We can show him Saluvius's potion as well, but we're going to hold on to that. We've got a use for that. A better use for that. So yeah, not much going on. We'll check in with Nefeli one more time, too. Real quick.
No. How could I... Father has... And now...
No, we haven't advanced her quest yet, so... And we're not going to give her Saluvius's potion. That is a flat no. Alright, so we've done what we came to the hold for. I said I was only going to do another half hour, and that took about a half hour, actually, but we'll go a little bit longer. because I kind of want to maybe head to this cave. So let's shortcut it a little. We'll head to Sorcerer's Island here. We've already dealt with the tower here in a previous stream, in fact, if you want to go check that out. Got some marionettes floating around on balloons around. They're just kind of sentries for the academy. Got the giant lobsters. They are snipers. They will shoot beams of water at you from across the map. But we'll just kind of head back this way. Now, under the bridge, I want to say that there's some stuff to find that I probably didn't deal with before. Ooh. Grab a precious crystal bud. I see that there is a scarab up yonder. So we're going to kind of circle around to where we can get a better bead on it. And we're going to use, of course, Loretta's Great Bow. Push the wrong button, as you do. Great Bow can certainly get a shield bash out of that guy. Great Bow, again, has great range, so those guys tend to skitter away as soon as you get too close. With the Great Bow, you don't really have to worry about it as much. Oh! Got a Site of Grace here. Definitely grab that, for sure. That is the East Gate Bridge Trestle Site of Grace. Just give a little double check underneath all of the little places here. I feel like there's like a merchant hidden around here somewhere. Maybe I'm misremembering. That is entirely likely impossible. Anything going to pop out over here and attack me? Ooh, Somber Smithing Stone 3. We've got some Mausoleum Knights over there, and of course, a Walking Mausoleum. Now, we don't really need to deal with this Walking Mausoleum at the moment, and indeed, it's a tricky one, because you have to kind of lure it over to the cliffs so that you can get up top. And the way that you do that is by defeating the Mausoleum Knights around it. I mean, we could take them. I'm not trying to suggest that I can't. I don't really need this Walking Mausoleum at the moment. So the next question, I suppose, is what do Walking Mausoleums do? Which is an excellent question. Why do you want to get into them? Well, allow me to tell you. Assuming that you have not played the game before, when you beat a boss, you get their remembrance. The remembrances give you access to buying like boss weapons for the most part, but you only have one of them, obviously, because you can only beat the boss once without playing a New Game Plus. And what the mausoleums do is they allow you to duplicate a remembrance so that you can get it again and go back and buy the other boss weapon if you want it. Or item, spell, whatever. The bosses drop a number of things, numerous things. Get some nice cracked crystal in here. Useful for crafting. There's usually a Site of Grace pretty close to the entrance. I just about said intro to these tunnels. Raya Lucaria Crystal Cave. Grab the Site of Grace. We'll top ourselves up real quick, too. And maybe we'll just do this cave and then call it a night. Assuming it doesn't take too long. Activate the summoning pool just in case. Why not? No harm in it. Okay, I can one-shot those guys with just my glintstone shard. So that is actually very good news. I feel like this is a trap. Ooh, somber smithing stone 3. Don't mind if I do. And a somber smithing stone 2. Okay. That felt very trappy, but it turns out it wasn't, so it's all good. The benefit of using my glintstone shard. I pushed the wrong button again. Getting clumsy. Getting clumsy as it gets late. Sorry, as I was saying, the benefit of using my glintstone shard as opposed to the comet, glintstone shard is cheaper to cast. Let's poke our nose around the corner here, make sure there's nobody around. The miners, for the most part, will just kind of obliviously continue to mine until they're aggroed. But the wandering guys will definitely take note and actually come over and try to ruin your day. Glintstone scrap, some cracked crystal, again useful for some of the crafting. This guy was working on a smithing stone. Very nice to be able to one-shot those guys. They're actually pretty tough, if I'm honest. We have to make our way down, interesting, in order to activate that lift. That's not uncommon. Pretty common overall, actually. Yes, try jumping, thank you. Whoop. Somber Smithing Stone 3. Oh, and then I died. Ooh, this cave goes right down. Oh, there's a crystallian at the bottom. So we got a little... That death, actually, served a purpose. Because it taught us that there's a crystallian down there. That is good to know. I might be able to crack it with a gravity spell. So crystallians, you need to do essentially blunt damage to them. Or strike damage, I think it's called in the game, in order to actually crack them. They have incredibly high resistance up to the point where you crack them. And then they're actually, the resistance goes down quite a bit, and they become very squishy. Problem is cracking them. I don't know that it's necessarily worth it to go and get those runes. I don't want to go jumping through that area again. And I think it was only maybe a couple thousand, and at this point in the game, it's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about it. So we'll just press on. Keep an eye out for surprises, but... I'm pretty well leveled for this area, so I'm not too concerned. As evidenced by the fact that I can one-shot these guys with my most basic equipped spell. Doesn't mean that they're not going to try stuff, though. They'll pop those little cuckoo shards. I suppose I should... it's actually pretty light down here, but let's equip a lantern anyway. There's smithing stone, always useful. Smithing stone 3. Make sure that guy doesn't shoot some magic at me. What do we got down here? Another guy over there. Another guy down there. I was worried that would be the case. Another guy over there. And that pretty much expends that. We'll down a flask. actually take that guy out this time. Ooh, Golden Rune 3, nothing wrong with that. More cracked crystal. This is a really good place. If you need cracked crystal, this is a really good place to come and farm for it. It might actually be the one really good place in the entire game to do it. Hi. All is indeed well. Welcome to the stream. Probably not going to be going too much longer tonight, but I figured we'd deal with this crystal cave here. Make our way down. These little side tunnels and stuff, we'll worry about those later. What do we got over here? Any more surprises? A couple more surprises. I mean, not really surprises, so much as just dudes to shoot with magic. It's quite a fall, so we definitely don't want to fall still. So we slowly make our way down. Thankfully, these guys are pretty squishy to magic. Not so thankfully. This is not the way to get around, but we do grab a smithing stone 1. Sorry, smithing stone 2. And we'll kind of carefully pick our way across the beam here. Ah! Harmlessly impacted on the wall. Some more smithing stone. Always useful to get the smithing stone. This will take us back up, I think, and unlock the little shortcut there. Make it a little easier to get back down if we die. Not anticipating I'm going to, but... Sorry, I think I bumped my mic there. It might have crackled a little. Ooh, a little more smithing stone. Be wary of right. This is indeed Rhea Lucaria Tunnel. Crystal Tunnel. Aha, marionettes. A little tougher. A little tougher. I think that was the guy on the right that it was warning me of. We got a couple guys up top. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. I mean, you should be proud of that because it's a great game and it's worth playing a lot. I need to stop doing the double attack on that guy. Alright, I think there's another marionette or two in here. We're going to very carefully poke our nose in. Yeah, looks like we're good. Grab the smithing stone, grab the smithing stone. The precious smithing stone. My first playthrough was, this is my second playthrough. My first playthrough was a warrior. Pretty much a straight strength build. I Zweihandered my way through most of the game, because why wouldn't you? So I decided to do something basically polar opposite, and I'm playing a very squishy wizard. So yeah, we're kind of experimenting with sorcery. This is the room that had a couple guys in it. We'll switch up to the Comet Shard because it does more damage. Just the two in here? Nope. Thought you'd be smart and get the drop on me. That's fair. Oh, we should check out that marionette helm. I'm not super into the PvP. I'm more of a PvE kind of guy. Crystal Knife, we'll check that out as well. Gotta read the lore. What do we get? We got the Crystal Knife, and we got the Marionette Helm. So Crystal Knife. Knife made by sharpening hard crystal, signature weapon of glintstone miners, used as a tool to extract glintstone from broken rock. As such, faint magic enwreathes the blade. It does quick stab. And it has int scaling. Oof. I can definitely equip it. Oh, that's tempting. I've been using Reduvia so far for the game because having that backup bleed is real handy, especially against like bosses or invaders. But something that scales off of int. I mean, that is a tempting switch. That is the first really tempting switch I've had. The Marionette Helm. Oh, I already had one. So we'll sell off the extra one. Does not break. Will not break. Keep an eye out. Make sure that no more marionettes are going to drop on me. We'll pick our way down. I'm pretty well leveled for this area. Like I've already been to Caelid. The earlier part of the night, if you end up doing the rewatch, we dealt with the ancestral spirit down in the river valley. Uh-oh. Why was that guy tougher than the one? Good day, sir. And then I decided I'd do one more cave before I called it a night, so... Oh, no, that's not... That is, though. I'm going to say that's not materials. I hear it. I hear it. You're not going to drop that. No, sir. Grab more stuff. What did you drop? A large glintstone scrap. Some more smithing stone. Ooh, a smithing stone 3, no less. Very handy. These guys have a whole bunch of smithing stone over here. Which way? Which way? Okay, well, it's telling me to go that way, so... I'll trust in him. And indeed, he is correct. Earth. Shatter Earth spell. Well, now, what does this do? One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Rea Lucaria imbues the ferrule of the caster's staff with magic, then thrusts it into the ground to create a magical shockwave. Allows one follow-up attack, a stone digger sorcery used by the glintstone miners of the Crystal Tunnel. At the Academy, use of this sorcery was a stigma that marked out a failed scholar. Fair enough. Well, it requires 15 int. That could be a handy little utility spell, actually. Maybe something worth experimenting with. I do like finding new spells, so... Make our way down. And we're at the boss room. So, first things first... but I love it, especially because I'm playing a sorcery now. No faith. So there is not a Shrine America around here, it looks like, which means that if I die, I will have to do the whole thing again. Which is fine. We've unlocked most of the... Okay, yeah. I don't regret doing that, but I slightly regret doing that. All right, well, we'll take our physic. We'll get ready to summon the Banished Knight. I'm pretty sure it's just the one Crystallian. So we've got that going for us, at least. And gravity might be the way to go on this guy. Angball's literally just pinging off of there at the moment. I'm thinking gravity is the way to go here because it does a lot of poise damage. I'm thinking it might crack it. Because as soon as he cracks, like, he becomes real squishy. Unfortunately, I am out of magic. That is a problem. That was my free hit. Angval's having some trouble here. Oh, we got the crit in, though. Ooh, caught me. Oh, God. Oh, Angval's cracked him. Perfect. Because now Angval's actually hitting him for some damage here. I was really hoping I would get the crit in on him. But we got him. Good job, Angval. Well done. Makes D&D make sense, absolutely. I was only half paying attention. I didn't catch what bell bearing I got there. We got the Smith Stone Miners bell bearing, Smithing Stone 1 and 2, and glintstone scraps. So that's actually pretty handy. Yeah, it is, but that's okay. I mean, that's basic crafting materials, or basic upgrade materials is good. Especially if you want to start upgrading a new weapon. And I mean, I'm going to find a better staff at some point. So, all right, we'll just port back to the entrance. Absolutely priceless key items for sure. Every one of the bell bearings actually. We just lost D. He got murked by Fia. So we also have his bell bearing. And seeing as we're probably going to be wrapping up more or less, we'll first of all we'll mark this. So I don't accidentally come back thinking that I haven't done it. Non-zero chance that might happen at any given time. We got an 8,000 rather runes. That's not bad. We'll go drop off the bell bearings real quick. So we'll offer up D's bell bearing. We'll offer up the Smither's bell bearing. So that's Thops and D now, who are both dead. The first of many. Yeah. Haven't been here in a bit. I should probably buy their stone sword keys at some point. I wonder if I might be able to actually afford some boss items with that 8,000 runes. Let's go check out the Two Fingers. I always get turned around in round table hold. See, I went through the wrong door. I am that tarnished who constantly gets lost in this place. Let's take a look what we got here. I've only got Renala's stuff at the moment, but I mean, it's Renala's stuff. It's not bad, especially for a caster. Might buy her crown, actually. Increases int. I don't remember how much it increases int by. The Burger King helm does what, 3? Let's take a look. 3, yeah. I'm gonna buy it. We'll give it a test. Yes. The words of the fingers, of course. Let's give it a try here. Has the same, actually. It increases it by 3. What are the benefits of equipping it? So the Burger King helmet definitely gives us better physical damage negation. Crescent Crown does a lot more magic, lightning, and holy resistance. Not a lot more, a little bit more. Does more immunity and more focus, a lot more focus and vitality, actually, a tremendous bonus. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm at 36 because I've got the crown, right? And I actually do need that little bit of extra at the moment to cast at least one of my spells, I think, so... the focus, if nothing else, is pretty good because I want to get to the I want to get to the Frenzied Village at some point. Plus, I mean, it's just a cool crown. Built a lady for this playthrough. I was playing a dude in my last one, and I decided to change it up. Which I am wont to do from time to time. Doesn't really matter, because you can just always use the mirror in Fia's room to make yourself look different. But I was going for something magical looking. I'm tired. You can tell I'm tired because I'm getting a little tongue-tied. Yeah, we'll do the fun hat for a little while. I think we'll roll around with it. Do a little fashion souls, as they say. But I did say I was going to do that cave and then call it a night. It's getting on 11:30. So I think that's where we're going to call it for tonight. Sorry you came in a little late, but thanks for joining me for a little bit. Always nice to have someone to chat with. And yeah, that's where we'll call it for tonight. I'll probably do another stream later this week. A rare 3-stream week, possibly. I might do so. I'll probably do some more Dead Cells next time, so that'll be something to look forward to. And yeah, we'll call it a night there. So thanks for joining me, Sean Wick TV. And anybody else who may have been watching or anybody else who may watch this later, again on YouTube or on rebroadcast, have yourself a good night. Bye.